This is the Sentinel site like you've never seen it before in daytime, located at the southern portion of the glowing sea, used in the quest Liberty Reprimed when you're doing it for the Brotherhood. You can find many nukes, Mark 28 ones to be exact, in their cages scattered around the place. Now, rads are high, and this place is just south of the O'Neill family manufacturing, right at the bottom of the map. Again, recommended you come here when you're actually doing the quest line so you can get the whole way through to the end. Not that you can't visit beforehand, but allow me to give you a tour. Unlocking this massive security door, one you only see in vaults of banks, which shows you the value of this place to the US military. You're faced with two options, left or right. Going to the right will allow you to see that jumping down the elevator shaft is not really an option unless you are in possession of some power armor. Going round to the middle island, you can get a toolbox just sitting in the middle there. Otherwise, you'll want to just head left, and we'll be able to turn this lockdown off once we get to the bottom. Progressing into the first room here, you can pick up a wee desk fan, although I don't think the temperature in here is going to get much higher. Using the terminal, you'll notice that we can't activate the blast doors as they are locked. However, there is a little override, holotape, as well as the astoundingly awesome tails. This particular one may be useful to pick up early on, gaining you 5 radiation resistance. Giant Insects Invade, one of my favourite looking comics. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so back to that terminal, and then we'll want to load holotape. Throw it in, and now, once it's activated, we'll be able to open the blast doors. All it does is give you a little story attached to this terminal here, where you can click into Pod A Observation by Richard Elmsby. We're obviously still having issues integrating the Mark 28 nuclear bomb with our existing ICBMs, as the Mark 28s were being dropped out of aircraft as opposed to fired by ICBM. Most likely to do with the transitional coupler not latching correctly. I'm going to check my maintenance to see if there's something they can do. You can close the blast door or press X and you can take the blast door override from this terminal, not this one. Alright. Can of course check in the bathroom, not much is going on in here. And we can progress further down. Again, there is just a little toolbox sitting in the middle there. Opening up the next section here. Working our way down, there's a wee chemistry station. Blocked door. Not too much going on in here. Carrying down to the bottom. We can exit if we turn the lockdown off. But we could just abort the launch sequence. That'll open all the doors. Now, you may want to head just back up to that other room. As I neglected to mention, there's another wee story you can get via this door. But we did unlock it without using the override, just by aborting the launch. This one is Pod B by Patrick Thorne. The bad news is we've caused irreparable damage to all the Mark 28s we used in this test. The good news is we have an almost endless supply in the munitions depot. Where do we keep getting these things? Obviously with the whole China-America thing kicking off, they had a rather large stockpile of nukes. Who would have guessed? And the Mark 28s are perfect for Liberty Prime to lob them out of his backpack. You can't really beat that. Going into the elevator shaft, not much is going on. You can get some items in the wooden crate, and you can see a soldier dangling. Presumably he was trying to get out via the shaft, although it was a tall order to try and climb up. Now, our next protocol here is down to the sub-level, where you can find this thing. Don't worry, shooting it doesn't cause, well, anything to happen. The feral ghouls will normally be pretty occupied with all of the mole rats, but check out all the children of Adam. Makes you wonder, what on earth are they doing here? There's another one in through this little hole, where a few mole rats may emerge. Taking them out will allow you in to get another child of Adam. And then you're going to encounter what I can only describe as a horde of ghouls. Yeah, it's like a wee trigger. When you walk into the tunnel, they just all make a run for it. But they're part of the storyline, as the children of Adam did come here. And they did try and activate the launch sequence, and that's what caused all the ghouls to come out of hiding. And once again, another child of Adam. As well as a Vault-Tec lunchbox, you might get lucky with a cool souvenir. Once you raid through the barracks, be sure to progress into the next section. More of the mega loaders carrying more crates of Mark 22 nuclear bombs. More children of Adam, clearly overwhelmed by the ghoul population. We'll let you nip out, because I want to steal someone's lunch in here for another lunchbox. Seems we got lucky with that, getting a Nuka-Cola Quantum. There's another section of barracks that you can check out in here. A few more ghouls will crawl out to make your acquaintance. And you can find a few things just scattered around here. And now that you've covered that, we can head on to the final section. This won't be accessible unless you're doing the Liberty Reprimed. Again, faced with the left-right. Into the left, I believe, is just a flooded room with many a ghoul and many a nuke. Plus lots of rads. Heading back to the right will take you down the pipeline system a little further. Most of the ghouls here are dead. There's a lot of dead ghouls here. Heck, we even got a dead legendary one with a cloaking combat armor. You mightn't find that, but if he is legendary, that's pretty useful. Okay, so when you pop this door open, you'll notice that there is a child of Adam in here. Let's have a chat to him. This is Brother Henry.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on atoms.
Now you have two choices. You can talk to him. It usually ends pretty hostile. Or you can say you're the child of Adam if you've been to Far Harbor. And that kind of skips everything.
It's all right, brother. I am a child of Adam too. I'm part of a church up north, the Nucleus, near a town called Far Harbor.
Far Harbor? You've seen Adam's holy veil, but you have traveled so far. I apologize. I will not keep you from finishing your pilgrimage. Take this, and prepare to enter his inner sanctum. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Adam's radiance warm your soul.
Now, with his terminal password, through that easy method, we can unlock his terminal. Now, on it is only the turret control and the ability to open the door. But what stands behind him is one of the most interesting characters I've ever seen. Atom's Wrath, a Assaultron programmed for the children of Adam. Now, they did activate the launch sequence. It disturbed a large amount of feral ghouls, and that's what killed most of them. Brother Henry's the only survivor, and in fact, he does have a note on him as to what his purpose is. But in order to get the note, let's just say you'll have to deal with him. And Adam's Wrath. We can also have a listen to Captain Dunleavy's holotape here, after we read his instructions. Brother Henry, I have prayed to Adam, and in his wisdom he has chosen you to guard the site of his relics. Serve him well, protect the relics. Time is your called for, so we don't know what the rest of it says. But we can listen to Dunleavy's holotape here, and it might give us a bit more of an idea.
Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. This is a drill. We need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
If you thought the storage in Fort Strong for mini nukes was big, then the storage in here is even crazier. You can put the signal repulsor right there, grab the mini nuke on your way before heading on to the final boss. Oh, you thought this place was over? No. No, no, no. There is one last thing that you have to deal with. For a long time I thought it would be a behemoth or something. I would have loved to have seen like a behemoth ghoul. I'd like to see something cool like that. Fallout 76 has lots of enemies like this. This glowing one will not take too kindly to your presence. Eliminate him. Take the steamer trunk. And we can exit out of here. Back to the surface. Completing the elevator ride, you will exit via one of the ventilation towers, bringing you out to the glowing sea. Now, you'll probably at this stage be ambushed by either ferals or blood bugs, or both. Don't let them catch you. They certainly will chase after you. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.